Hey friends, are you or have you ever experienced ageism? We're going to dive deep in about ageism. If you're new here today, hi, my name is Marisol Valley. I am first and foremost a Christian, a child of God, an entrepreneur, an HR executive. Woo, well, all of the above, right? So you want to stick until the end. So I will have some questions that you will need to ask yourself about ageism. Have you ever experienced ageism? We might sometimes assume we have, but those questions will answer. I believe it'll give you some insight of what really ageism is about. I mean, I can talk about this subject for hours, right? And we can be here for a long time, but I had to summarize it as best as I could with some similar topics. And shout out to one of my subscriber. He asked, and he mentioned this, and actually I already had it on the back burner to speak about ageism. So Richard, this one's for you. So I wanted to answer those questions, but it's not just about over 50, and it's not. So let's dive in, guys. And if you're new here, make sure when you get a chance, if these videos that I create bring value, please write a comment, let me know. And it'd be awesome if you subscribe. And I will be attaching some of my other videos that are relatable about hiring and about other different HR topics. And once again, put in the comments what you would like for me to discuss on our next video. So, have you ever felt like your age, whether you are 25, 45, or 65, has held you back in your career? And I see you guys nodding your heads, right? Maybe you've been told you're too young to lead or overqualified for a role. If that sounds familiar, you might be a victim of ageism. In today's video, we're breaking it down, what ageism looks like, how it impacts both older and younger professionals, and most importantly, what you can do about it. Let's dive in, guys. First, let's define ageism, right? It's not about older workers. It's any bias against someone based on their age. Those over 50, hey, it may look like you're being overlooked for a promotion. You're hearing the phrases like you're overqualified, which we all know means, you're too old. Or you're struggling to convince your employer that you are tech savvy. On the flip side, if you're under 40, ageism might look like being dismissed. You're too young. You're inexperienced. Having your ideas overlooked at a meeting because of your age, or being told that you're not ready for leadership even when you are. Ageism impacts all of us. It just looks different. It really does. It just looks different depending on where you are in your career, right? I mean, you're starting off in your career, you're an experienced individual. So how do you know if you're experiencing ageism? Ask yourself these 3 questions. Have you ever been passed over for an opportunity even though you know you're qualified? Have you ever noticed colleagues making assumptions about your ability because of your age? Have you ever felt pressure to stay silent or felt that you needed to prove yourself extra hard? If you answered yes to any of these questions, guess what? You have been a victim of ageism. Yes, you have. May be a shocker, may not. I have some solutions for you all. So now we're going to dive in and we're going to talk about solutions, because we're not here just to accept ageism and to feel sorry for ourselves. They don't like me because I'm over 50, or they don't like me because I'm too young. I don't care where you are in your career, whether you're starting off in your career, listen to me, come close. Whether you're starting in your career or you're almost at the end of your career. And remember, when I say end of the career, it might be what you do professionally, but we're not 65, 70. Hey, every day God gives us is a blessing. So you make sure that you go out there. Don't sit in a recliner and just say, oh, I'm waiting to die. No. Go out there, go climbing. Hey, I have a friend that, true story, that he started climbing in his 50s and he's in the best shape ever. And I'm like impressed. Oh, you won't see me climbing anywhere. But anyway, we all have different gifts. So what is your gift? Whether you're over 50 or under 40, I don't care. We all have different gifts. Now, here's the key to success in life, period. Whether career or your personal life. Stop comparing yourself to someone else. You are not someone else. You are you. You are uniquely made. God made you with a purpose, with a special gift. Hone in on that gift. What is your gift? It may be writing a book. It may be writing a song, a poem. Maybe you have the vocal cords. Maybe you can be an entrepreneur. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. You know what? We all have been there. And I know everyone, and I've been guilty of this as well, starting in my career. Oh, you don't understand. You haven't walked a mile in my shoes, which is true. Many times we get judged by people, and I love it because people don't know what I've walked. You don't know what I've been through. I'll make a video about that too. I haven't had the best childhood, but I've been blessed because I was chosen by the Lord, right? And I can honestly say that's what helped me pursue being an HR professional, helping people, guiding people, and making sure that I can help people as much as I can. But also remember, and I hear a lot of hate towards HR people, and shame on those HR people that really just do it. It's a nice career. Let me do it. No, if you're in HR, you should care about people. That's from recruiting, bringing someone in. How do you treat people during the recruiting process? There I go, going on a tangent, back to ageism. But as HR professionals, if you know that someone is being discriminatory because of someone's age, you need to say something. Say something and do not be part of this bad behavior, because it is. So getting back to our solutions. For individuals over 50, let's focus on results. Employers love numbers. What do you bring to the table, right? Share a story. Similar to what I just told you. I know that all my life, during my career, I've been blessed and I've been able to continue my journey, grow with technology, with coaching, with my knowledge. I don't wait for my employer to say, hey, go for a training. Do my own, I'll go and take my training. You have to continue. Every day is a learning possibility. And I can tell you, as a mother from younger people, my children are under 40, they have taught me so much. And when I look at them, they're both a blessing. Shout out to my children. They have been a blessing. And sometimes they have checked me and I'm like, wow, I've learned. And guess what? Over 50 and my children are under 50 and I've learned from them. If we are over 50, let's have a conversation with younger folks because younger folk have a lot to bring to the table. So let's stop judging people because of their age, period, end of story. And that's, that's a whole word salad right there. One of the things that I do when I interview people, and I've interviewed from different ages, is I look at, how the person presents themselves. And mainly I'm looking at character because there are skills that can be taught, but character can't be taught. It's not the age, it's about the character. Right? Getting back to us over 50, keep your skills sharp, especially in technology. I have heard, but to be fair, I've heard it from both older and younger professionals. Oh, that's too hard. I can't learn that. Well, you just confessed it and you got it in your head. So guess what? You won't be able to learn it. Work through it. Even if something frustrates you, at the end of the day, when you get that aha moment, it's such a good moment in that. When you get that, ooh, I got it, right? So learn new technology. And you know what? Network like a pro. Network on LinkedIn, on social media, on different avenues. Tap into your connections. Let's call it what it is. Many times you can network and get a connection, and a job comes from that relationship, not from your resume. Yep. A lot of people have heard that, and it can be true. Now, for professionals under 40, emphasize the value, highlight your fresh perspective, and the ability to adapt quickly to change. Seek mentorship. Mentorship, I mean, people think that's old school, but it's not. Having someone in your corner who has that you can reach out to that can help you and guide you. It's for feedback. And that goes for both sides, over 50 and under 50. Ask questions. Ask your leaders questions. How can you grow? And demonstrate maturity and drive. That's the key. It's not the age. Are you mature to hit the next level? Because maturity is not always about age. It's about a state of mind. Are you mature enough? I remember people telling me all the time, noticed that in my daughter at a young age. At the age of 13, she was very mature. So was I. I didn't like to hang around with younger folk. I liked older people because I felt like they brought more to the table. I like mature people. I like mature conversation. I didn't like childish conversation. So getting back to the subject at hand, so let me know if any of this resonate with you. Now, let me be real with you about ageism. It's not just about the individual efforts. It's also speaking to what companies need. They need to step up. Let's step up, companies. Those employers that are watching me right now or professionals in HR, I encourage you to embrace age diversity. There's nothing better than a team that can thrive by all the ages if everyone brings something to the table. Let me rephrase that. Everyone should bring something to the table, because I know there's people, once again, on both sides, that just refuse to bring anything. Don't feel engaged. And then that's another subject. Hey, you need to watch one of my other videos, if you're disengaged and it's time for you to move on. So we're coming to a close. If you're feeling stuck or discouraged because of ageism, remember your worth isn't defined by someone else's bias. Your worth is not defined by someone else's biases. Keep advocating for yourself and don't shy away opportunities to grow. Please don't. There are opportunities out there for you to continue to grow and shine. And for those of you watching who've experienced this, I just want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share your stories. I really want to hear your stories. And how did you deal with the ageism? Are you still working for that company, or did you move on? So do me a favor, guys. Like, subscribe, and share this with friends that they might find this video to be of value. And let me know what other topics you're interested in hearing about. I really want to know what my audience is looking for. What questions do you have in an HR or Christian related avenue? So together we can create a workplace where age is just a number and talent speaks louder than stereotypes. You hear me? Talent speaks louder than stereotype. So I just want to share one quick Bible verse with you. Jeremiah 17:7. Blessed are those who trust the Lord, whose confidence is in him. So here, I'm telling you, trust the Lord. We don't always have the answer. And when we're always trying to fix it, sometimes we just got to give it to him and say, here, Lord, here I am. I humble myself. I give it to you. So my friends, until next time, take care. Stay inspired. You this. You're a child of God. Be blessed. Take care, my friends.